look at Melbourne, Florida for you, where Hurricane Matthew is bearing down. For days, officials in Florida have been urging more than 1.5 million residents to evacuate along the projected path, and this is the reason why. Governor Rick Scott put it quite simply, quote, "This storm will kill you." Still, there are many people who refuse to heed those warnings. We just saw one a moment ago, Dan. Joining us now by phone is the Florida attorney Scott Mager. He's a national disaster insurance expert. Scott, can authorities force these so-called storm riders to evacuate their homes at times of severe emergencies like this?
First, thanks for having me. You're doing a great job on the coverage, and I'm sure everybody appreciates it. The answer is, generally speaking, they cannot force you out of your home. If you want to commit suicide, theoretically, they can't force you. They will urge you. They will do everything in their power to do it, but they generally can't force you to leave.
What about criminal charges if you are out on the streets past a certain hour? I know that there was a curfew put into effect, right?
Yes, no doubt that you can enforce any kinds of criminal charges that relate to, like, going into public property, going to the beach, staying out beyond curfews and things like that. But in terms of getting somebody to leave their home, that's a lot more difficult thing.
Yeah. One more question. Just in terms of what residents should be prepared for in the morning when they wake up and the sun rises.
A lot of it depends upon the location. If you're down in the southern parts of Florida, you're probably going to wake up and have not very much rain. You'll have some diminishing winds that will go down as you move upward towards North Palm Beach County into Stewart and Melbourne and those areas. You're going to be feeling the throes of a lot more wind and rain, and as you move even further up, you're going to be dealing with extensive rain like you're seeing now in Melbourne and Juneau as you go up closer to Jacksonville and up towards the northernmost parts of Florida.
Scott, real quick question. So an insurance company cannot come back at an insured and say, hey, we told you to get out. The governor told you to get out. You didn't get out and you got injured. We're not going to cover you.
They cannot do that. That is correct.
All right. And you're going to have a lot of structural casualty claims in the aftermath, right?
There's no doubt about it. You're going to have a lot more. Well, there's actually going to be two components of claims. You'll have both the structural claims that relate to the wind, roof shingles and windows and doors, and then you're going to have flood claims relating to the surge of the water and a lot of flooding that occurs on the island areas, the coastline areas of Florida, as well as what you're going to see, surprisingly, is on the lakes internally also. You're going to see a lot of flooding.
Scott Mager, insurance expert, thanks very much for being with us. And our special coverage continues.